is claiming they offered A'ja Wilson more money than Caitlin Clark to play in this league. Well, fans saw this, and they're not buying it. So Wilson's offer was more money than Caitlin Clark, although that is unconfirmed.
A'ja Wilson just claimed she was offered more than Caitlin Clark's $1 million deal. But get this, she announced it right after Clark turned it down. Suspicious timing much? It's like watching a chess game where Wilson's trying to stay one move ahead. But here's the kicker, Wilson turned it down too. Same reasons as Clark, need for rest, planning for the future. But if that's true, why even bring it up? We're about to break down what's really going on behind Wilson's power play, and it's not pretty. Picture this, A'ja Wilson, the undisputed queen of the WNBA.
What if they did do this? Caitlin heard about it and said, nah, go bleep yourselves. A'ja Wilson's drawing 450,000 viewers, and I'm drawing 2.5 million. But I also understand that she really values the offseason. That's where she has risen her game.
Before Caitlin Clark burst onto the scene, Wilson was living her best life, dominating the court like it was her personal playground. We're talking 5-time All-Star, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, and 2-time WNBA champion. That's not just good, that's legendary. But Wilson wasn't just racking up trophies and accolades. She was winning hearts left and right. Imagine being so popular that your face is plastered on magazine covers and sponsorship deals are chasing you down. Wilson had it all. The fame, the fortune, and the adoration of fans everywhere. You know what's crazy? Wilson's journey to the top wasn't a walk in the park. She fought hard to become a national champion and a top draft pick. She put in the work, day in and day out, to cement her place as the MVP of the league. Wilson was the name on everyone's lips, the player every young baller wanted to be. But then something strange started happening. Whispers began to spread about this college player who was tearing up the court. People were talking about her insane stats, her unbelievable plays. Who was this new kid on the block? At first, Wilson wasn't worried. Why would she be? She was A'ja Wilson, the reigning MVP, the queen of basketball. Nothing could shake her throne, right? She had battled her way to the top.
With sources recently telling SBJ that Clark's offer was $1 million plus equity in the business, quote, I believe they offered more than Caitlin Clark because I know what they offered A'ja.
Overcome challenges and proven herself time and time again. This was her world, and some college hotshot wasn't going to change that. But little did Wilson know, her comfortable reign was about to get rocked. The whispers about this new player were getting louder, and suddenly, Wilson found herself in a position she wasn't used to, looking over her shoulder. How did A'ja Wilson go from being the undisputed basketball queen to feeling threatened?
Either way, Wilson was determined to take the winter off. It goes on to talk about that she wanted to rest her body. Wilson's offer was more money than Caitlin Clark, although that is unconfirmed.
That's the $1 million question, and trust me, the answer is going to blow your mind. Remember that $1 million question? Well, here comes the $1 million player. Caitlin Clark burst onto the WNBA scene like a human highlight reel, and suddenly everyone's talking about her instead of Wilson. But it's not just her game that's turning heads. Clark just turned down a deal that would make most of us faint. Why would a rookie say no to that kind of cash? The answer might explain why Wilson's acting so strange lately. Let's talk about Clark's college numbers for a second. You know what's insane? She became the all-time leading scorer in college basketball. Not just women's basketball. We're talking men's too. That's the kind of achievement that makes people sit up and take notice. And notice they did. Suddenly, it wasn't just A'ja this, A'ja that anymore. Clark was the new name on everyone's lips. You'd think with that kind of hype, Clark would be swimming in endorsement deals, right? Well, you're not wrong. Offers were flying at her left and right. But here's where things get wild.
Is number 22, and that has been the person that has been the most anticipated person that people either want to see in Unrivaled, or Unrivaled has done a really good job on social media promoting their league. A player who is also number 22, who a lot of people have also been speculating about, is A'ja Wilson. Things like it has to be them. It has to be Caitlin, and it's probably A'ja too. Like that would be the big bang.
Unrivaled, this big time league, comes at her with $1 million multi-million-dollar deal. We're talking serious cash, plus a chunk of the company and the chance to play with her college buddies. Sounds like a dream, right?
That Clark decided to pass on Unrival's inaugural 3-month season starting January 17. They have a lot of money, and they offered her a lot of money.
But Clark did something that shocked everyone. She said no. Can you believe it? A rookie turning down that kind of money? It's like she's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. She's not just thinking about the quick cash, she's got her eyes on the long game.
Speculation around if Caitlin Clark would be playing, the league also said that they would give her equity in the league. And to see if Caitlin Clark and or Asia would be playing. So spoiler alert, you guys, they were not announced. But it was a huge day for Unrivaled basketball as they announced their rosters and also announced which coaches would be coaching. They have always done like a teaser video before they announce the players. They've always been about doing little mysteries or...
Now you might be wondering, what's Wilson doing while all this is going down? Let me tell you, she's not just sitting back and watching. Right after Clark's rejection goes public, guess what happens? Wilson's team leaks info that she got offered even more money by Unrivaled.
Is claiming they offered Asia Wilson more money than Caitlin Clark to play in this league. This story smells like bullshit. Now, we all know Caitlin Clark turned the league down, right? Well, fans saw this, and they're not buying it, so...
Talk about suspicious timing. It's like Wilson saying, hey, don't forget about me. But here's the thing. Wilson's shouting about her offer from the rooftops, while Clark's keeping it cool and quiet. It's two totally different ways of handling the spotlight. So why did Wilson suddenly feel the need to announce this bigger offer? It's like she's trying to remind everyone she's still the queen. But you know what they say. If you have to tell people you're the queen, maybe you're not so sure about your crown anymore. The WNBA's heating up, and it's not just because of the on-court action. We've got two superstars, Aja Wilson and Caitlin Clark, battling for the spotlight. It's like watching a high-stakes game of chess, but with million-dollar deals and fan adoration on the line. You know what's crazy? The league's never seen anything like this before. Wilson's trying to hold on to her crown, while Clark's making power moves that are shaking things up. It's not just about who's the better player anymore.
Speculation around if Caitlin Clark would be playing, the league also said that they would give her equity in the league. And to see if Caitlin Clark and or Asia would be playing. So spoiler alert, you guys, they were not announced. But
we're talking about who can make the smartest moves off the court too. So who's gonna come out on top? Wilson's got the experience and the trophies, but Clark's got that rookie fire and a whole lot of hype. One thing's for sure, the WNBA's never gonna be the same after this. We're watching history unfold, and trust me, you don't want to miss a second of it.